Congress avoided a partial government shutdown last week by passing a short-term spending bill.
But lawmakers now face another deadline in about a month. Alex Cameron tells us what two Oklahoma lawmakers say needs to happen next.
There are 12 appropriations bills that fund the government. In recent years, Congress has resorted to jamming them all into one massive omnibus bill, but this year the goal is to move them all individually. And the continuing resolution they just passed last week gives them until early March to do it.
And even that's going to be, a crowded schedule, but the reality is we need to get them done.
Oklahoma's Tom Cole, the number 2 appropriator in the House, says the critical first step was Speaker Johnson and Leader Schumer agreeing on an overall spending cap, $1.66 trillion.
Now that we've got a top line, as soon as we get these next lines, the 12 individual bills, they're called 302Bs, done, then we're negotiating bill by bill, line by line.
It's a tall order. The House isn't even in session this week. The continuing resolution, CR, is laddered, meaning it contains 2 separate funding deadlines, March 1st for 4 of the 12 appropriation bills and March 8th for the remaining 8.
And you're going to get all that done in 30 days? No way.
Senator Mullen isn't against trying, but he says realistically, the best thing would be to pass a CR for the rest of fiscal year 24 and get started on fiscal year 25 appropriations.
If we don't start working on those, we're going to be in the same situation that we are right now next year. So at some point, you got to call a duck a duck.
Passing the CR for the rest of the year would freeze funding at current levels and not allow for the implementation of any new programs or raises, which Tom Cole says, certainly from a Department of Defense standpoint, is a bad idea.
It's just a very dangerous world right now. This isn't the time to freeze things in place.
And speaking of things being frozen, aid for Ukraine and Israel continues to wait until a deal can be reached on border security and asylum reform. I'll be checking in with Senator Langford this week on that. In our Washington Bureau, I'm Oklahoma's own Alex Cameron.